Shalom. This is GMS Holland Sit Downs back with a new lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, double honors to the elders, the apostles of GMS, teaching us this truth. Shalom to all the sincere Akyam, waking up to this truth and spreading it all over the four corners of the earth. Today's lesson is gonna be about hell, man. I'm gonna name this video "Rebuking the Fake Hell Doctrine." The hell doctrine that all these churches and basically unlearned people believe in, man. Because you gotta be learned to understand this, man. If you want to understand the hell doctrine, you gotta go deeper than what your eye can see, man, or what your eye can read. Because of course, if you get information from one side, it's easy to just follow that, man. But if you go into it yourself, you can see that there is no hell, man. There's no hell as a place where you will burn when you die. Under the ground where a guy with a pitchfork sits. No, man. And I'm gonna prove it with the scriptures. I'm gonna start with Matthew chapter 5 verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment, and whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Now, this hellfire isn't talking about that pit where you will be thrown in after your death, man. And I'm gonna show it to you. If we go into the Greek word of hell, here it says Gehennah, Gehennah. It's like a Gehennah. I will play it for you. I don't know if you can hear it. Gehennah. Gehennah, it says. So it means hell is the place of the future punishment called Gehennah or Gehennah or fire. This was originally the valley of Hinnom, south of Jerusalem, where the filth and dead animals of the city were cast out and burned, a fit symbol of the wicked and their future destruction. So it already says it here, man. A fit symbol. So to go deeper into the place Gehennah, it was basically a spot where wicked people burned other people and animals. It was basically a garbage place, with a continually fire, man. It was, it was a place where you didn't want to be, man. The smell of dead bodies, dead animals, garbage. So what this is explaining to you is that it was a fit symbol of the wicked and their future destruction. So it basically talks about destruction, and here Yahawashi is giving you an example from you you will go in the hellfire. It's symbolic, man, because this place was always, burning with animals, dead bodies of people, and all those kind of stuff, man. It was not a pleasant place to be, man. If you was in that fire, you would be how can I say it? You would be in a fucked up situation, if you know what I'm saying, man. You know? And that's what hell basically means, man. So yeah, the word here is Gehennah, Gehennah. You know, it was just a symbol of showing you, like, listen, if you are wicked like this, you're gonna burn the same way as you see in the place Gehennah, man. You know, in the south of Jerusalem, where they burn out people, when they burn where they burn animals and stuff, man. That is gonna be your future. If you want to be wicked like this, your future is gonna be hell. Meaning you are gonna burn, man, because judgment is coming with fire, man. But I'm gonna go into that later. Um, yeah, man. So Gehenna, that's actually place, man, where they sacrificed and they burned people. This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 23. And um, Capernaum, Capernaum, which art exalted unto heaven, shall be brought down to hell. For if the mighty works which have been done in thee had been done into Sodom, it will remain until this day. So let's look up the word hell here, man. You can already see it. And this is where all the trouble comes from, man. This is the key of the confusion. So it says Hades, you know, you know, when you speak that Greek filthy tongue, man, Hades or something like that, man. So let's go into the word. Name Hades or Pluto, the god of the lower regions, Orcus, the netherworld, the realm of the dead. Later use of this word, the grave, death, hell. So basically this is just Greek mythology, man. Because you can see Hades, Pluto, the god of the lower regions, it's all Greek mythology, man. And what happened was that word Hades was a Greek god of the underworld. Basically, that mythology was mixed with the Bible, man, because in the Greek the word also said Hades, man. So in the Greek mythology they just used that word Hades, and they made that the god of the underworld, so called in their mythology. The word Hades basically means grave, man. Basically means grave. And where is the grave? The grave is here on earth, man. The grave basically it's earth, man. Because that's another way of looking at it, man. Um, this earth is hell. If this earth is not hell for you, that means you are living in heaven, man. For some people, it's heaven here. You know, they are in a good state, man. They are in a good condition. Let me see where I have Jonah. I think I deleted it. So I'm gonna go back to Jonah, because there you can see that it's basically a condition where you're in, man. Slack, yeah. Oh, this is it, man. This is it. Yeah, starting at 1 and 17. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish, or slakya, this is Jonah chapter 1 verse 17. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. So Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. How can I switch like this, I think? Yeah, verse 2, chapter 2, verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his power out of the fish his belly, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. So, does this mean that the belly of the fish is hell? Nah, man. Otherwise, all you church people, all you Jehovah wickedness, believing that hell is a place where you burn, you have to believe that that fish that swallowed up Jonah was hell, man. So you should change your pictures of hell like this, where the devil sits on a throne, where the gates of hell so called are, where it's like where that fucking devil sits, Hey, I had a great picture of it, man. I had a great picture of it. Wait, let me search for it. Yeah, here it is. Where this fool sits? I had to take it, man. If you really believe that that's hell, man, then you should believe this guy is in that belly of the fish, man. Maybe you should believe that Jonah is the devil, man. But that's totally wickedness, man. That's bullshit. That's not what hell is about, man. So let me read it again. This is Jonah chapter 2 verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his power out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction. So he was in a deep affliction, man, unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I. Out of that bad condition where he was in, he cried unto the Most High, and the Most High heard his voice, He was in a bad condition. Now, isn't it a bad condition to be in that place, Gehennah? Isn't that a bad condition if you walk around there, man? That place? That's a bad condition, man. Then you basically up for destruction, man. If you are there, man, then you are being sacrificed, man. So forget that stupid fake hell doctrine, man. Hell isn't a place under the ground where this fool sits, man. This red devil. Because the devil is Esau, man. And it's funny that they make him red too. Because Esau is red too. So-called white man is red. They are the devil. And the word devil means deceiver. It comes from the Latin diablo. Diablo means deceiver. Who are the people who deceive in this world? That's the so-called white man. They make you to believe that this hell doctrine is real. That's deceivery, man. There is no place. Everyone goes to heaven when he dies, man. Every spirit, wicked or righteous, you go to heaven, man. And now a scripture pops in my head, man, of Samuel, 2 Samuel, and that's actually a good example, man. but I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna look for it at the same time. So yeah, man. Then the next topic where I want to go into is you know about Yahawashi, man, because the scriptures say that Yahawashi was in hell. This is Acts chapter 2 verse. Yeah, man, let me just go straight to the point. This is Acts chapter 2 verse 31. He, seeing this before, spake of the resurrection of Yahawashi, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption. This Yahawashi, he who everybody calls Jesus Christ, is the most righteous and perfect person, man. He was called the Son of the Most High. He is the most righteous and perfect man. What had he to do in hell if that's a place where the wicked are destroyed? Conform the church doctrine, the Catholic Church, all those bullshit, What did he who everybody calls Jesus Christ did in such a place, man? If he was perfect, like the scriptures say. This hell is talking about the grave, man. It's talking about this earth. And the soul, his soul was not left in hell, because this earth for Yahawashi, it also was a bad condition, man, to be in. Remember the days of Yahawashi, man. What happened to him? He got hanged on a tree, man. He was stabbed. He was beaten up. Even though he knew who he was, he knew that he was the Son of the Most High. Still, he was beaten up. Still, they stabbed him. Still, they spit in his face. Still, not everybody, but a lot of people didn't believe his words. Hey, that's hell, man. When you know you have power to destroy all those people, but you can't, man, because the Most High says you not to. Because you know what you're here for. So that was hell all the way for Yahawashi, man. He had the greatest hell of us all, man. Nobody had what he had, man. So I found the scripture, man. 1 Samuel chapter, what was it? 28 verse 18. Oh, 28 verse 18. Yeah, I'm gonna scroll up. Yeah, man. So this is talking about Saul, and everybody knows about Saul, man. Saul was first king. That he didn't do what the Most High asked him to do, and that was to kill all those people, cattle. He was asked to leave all the spoil and kill everything, but he didn't do that. He took a few things and some more wicked stuff. But he was basically wicked, man. And when he saw King David into the king of Israel, hey, a lot of demons jumped upon him, man. So he was being wicked. He wanted to kill the anointed of Yahawah, man. He wanted to kill him. So he was fucking wicked, man. So I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically he went to hey, Slakia, man. This is not the verse, man. Wait. Gone. This is the good verse. Basically it's talking about that he went to uh to a woman who could bring up spirits. So the spirit that came up was Samuel. So I'm gonna read from verse 16. This is 1 Samuel chapter 28 verse 16. Then said Samuel, or let me just read the thing, man. And he said, this is verse 14, and he said unto her, what form is he of? And she said, an old man cometh up. So the spirit of Saul cometh up, and he covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, Samuel was already dead at that moment, right? So his spirit came up, and Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed. He had all those demons upon him. For the Philistines make war against me. Also that, but he was distressed because he had a feeling he was gonna lose, man. He was never distressed when he was gonna make war, man. He was a proud and strong man. And the Most High departed from me, and answered me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I had called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. Then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask of me, seeing the Lord has departed from thee and is become thine enemy? So Samuel is basically saying that Saul became the enemy of the Most High, the Holy One of Israel, man. He's his enemy. Let's read on. And the Lord had done to him as he spake by me. For the Lord hath rent the kingdom out of thine hand, and given it to thy neighbor, even to David, because thou obeyest not the voice of the Lord, nor executed his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore hath the Lord done this thing unto thee this day. And here it comes. Verse 19. Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistines, and morrow thou shalt, meaning tomorrow, shalt thou and thy sons be with me. So the prophet Samuel was a very righteous man. He was a prophet of the Most High. He went to heaven. Next to that, King Saul was wicked. He was the enemy of the Most High, like the scriptures say, like Samuel said. You became the enemy of the Most High. But Samuel says, and tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me, meaning in heaven. The Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. So everybody goes to heaven, man. Every spirit goes back to the Most High. And the thing is, when you come back to earth, because the scriptures talk about reincarnation, when you come back to earth, that is when you get your punishment. And that shows you that earth is hell, man. Earth is the place of your punishment, man. But the end of this kingdom is gonna be judgment, man. And that's for some of you people a good catching of hell, man. It's gonna be a good catching of hell. So yeah, man, hell is the bad condition, hell is destruction, hell is this earth, Everybody goes to heaven, every spirit. When you come back, you get your punishment. Where do you think those people who are all fucked up in the wheelchair, making the weird sounds and stuff, where do you think that comes from, man? The Most High jacked them up, man. Man, when I'm teaching in the camp, I see people walking on on their knees, man. The Most High jacked them up, man, because they were fucking demons in their former life, you know. But this goes back to that Yahawashi was in hell, you know, that the Most High didn't leave his soul in hell. Ephesians chapter 4 verse what was it? Verse 13. Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High unto a perfect man. So how can a perfect man, you know, they want to come into the knowledge of the Son of the Most High unto a perfect man. They want to become a perfect man with the knowledge of the Son of the Most High. You know, of the Most High through the Son of the Most High. That means the Son of the Most High is perfect, man. You know, if they want to receive his knowledge to become perfect, that means he's perfect, man. And what do you think you have to be the Son of the Most High, man? The ultimate Son of the Most High. Perfect, man. So how can somebody so perfect and righteous get into hell? That shows you that the doctrine is way off, man. You know, it's way off. It's Revelation chapter 20 verse 6. Blessed and holy is he that had part in the first resurrection. On such the second death, and you know resurrection means rebirth. The first resurrection, the rebirth, reincarnation. On such the second death have no power. Blessed and holy is he that had part in the first resurrection, and such the second death had no power. But they shall be priests of the Most High, of Yahawah, and of Yahawashi, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. It talks about the kingdom. The people who make it, the elect, the 144,000, are gonna reign 1,000 years with Yahawashi, man. Meaning you're gonna live 1,000 years, man. And the second death had no power. The second death is talking about those nuclear missiles, man. They are not gonna have power upon the elect, man. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 6, whereby the world that was then being overflowed with water perished, but the heaven and earth which are now by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire. So the first death is talking about Noah, in the time of Noah, man, when the Most High destroyed the people of the earth. You know, he didn't have love for everyone. He just destroyed everybody, man. Besides Noah, his sons, and the wives, man. He only saved 8 people. What makes you think that he's gonna save everybody now? Compared to that, 144,000 Israelites is a big number, man. You know, compared to that. First it was 8, in the first death it was 8, and now it's gonna be 144,000 plus the 1/3 of Israel, man. You know, 1/3 of the Negroes, Latinos, and Indianos. So that's a lot, man. But there's no salvation for you other nations, man. You know, that's just the way it is. But yeah, so the second death is gonna be with fire, man. The second judgment is gonna be with fire against the day of judgment and perdition. Perdition is destruction, man. That perdition is hell. Destruction. Against the day of judgment and destruction of ungodly men. That's gonna be your hell, man. That is gonna be your hell. The destruction. That's the place where you're gonna burn, and it's here on earth, man. America's gonna be destroyed by nuclear fire. How is the Most High gonna bring fire in the day of judgment? Nuclear missiles, man. Nuclear missiles. Russia has them. America has them. The small Arab countries have them. China has them. North Korea has them. Hey man, this earth is gonna be destroyed with nuclear fire, ICBM missiles, man. That's how the Most High is gonna destroy them, the place, and that's why Yahawashi talks about hellfire, just the same as in Gehennah of Gehennah, Slakia, Gehennah. You know, where it was burning, where people died in the fire, where animals were sacrificed in the fire, where people were sacrificed in the fire, man. The Most High is gonna put fire on you people, man. That's hell. Then you're gonna catch hell, man. Perdition, perdition, destruction. I can show you if you want, you know, onto fire and judgment and perdition. So yeah, man. Other destruction, perdition, destroying other destructions of vessels, of people, a perishing, ruin, destruction of money, of the destruction which consists of eternal misery in hell. You know, it goes off here because now you would jump back to the old doctrine of hell, you know, of this. But the perdition that you are gonna get is here on earth with nuclear fire, with which is symbolic to hell, man. Like it said here, um, a fit symbol of the wicked and their future destruction. You know. So yeah, if I go into Revelation 6, if I break down the whole thing, you know, it's gonna take a long time. But this is the chapter that talks about the four horses, and the pale horse is talking about death and hell, man. You know, these are the four ingredients that will bring you to the judgment, bring you to judgment, man. This is Revelation chapter 6 verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him, and hell followed with him. How can your hell follow death, man? Is it you know? Is it a vessel? Is it something? No, man. Hell followed death, meaning that perdition, man, that destruction. That's the word hell, man. Grave. The grave followed death, man. You know, this hell, man. And hell followed him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with a sword, those nuclear missiles, with hunger. Not only those nuclear missiles, also other. You know, the modern day sword is the gun, man. Are weapons of war, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth. People are gonna be killed by animals, man. You know. So hey, that has to give you a better vision of what awaits us, man. You know, and those people on who the second death had no power, and they shall be priests of the Most High and of Yahawashi, and shall reign with them 1,000 years. That's talking about the elect, man. And this is where we wait on, man. 144,000 Jakes, Israelites, who await the perfect inheritance of the kingdom, man, which is gonna be here on earth. So to put everything together, man, forget about that hell doctrine, that fake hell doctrine that tells you that you are gonna burn in a place somewhere under the ground. You know, if you're gonna get your punishment, you will die, go to heaven, come back in your resurrection, and then you're gonna get punished, man, for your wicked deeds. You know, for you're gonna be crippled. you're gonna be deaf, blind. The Most High knows. So I hope I gave you a little bit of insight of what hell really is, man. You know, if you don't believe this, okay, then you should believe that hell is the belly of a fish, man. You know, this is not for everybody, man, to understand. So with that, shalom.